Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be taking a look at this Bella Space Wars set. So this is actually a knockoff from China that I am so happy that I got. Today we're building this and everything, so let's begin. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, go ahead and do that because you'll be seeing what I'm going to be doing in the near future, what sets, what animations. So yeah, let's open this and open this, and there we have everything that's inside of our box. So I'm going to put our box over to the other side. And then I'm going to take a little look at the instructions before opening all the bags. So we get the instruction manual, obviously, Space Wars, and it has the 2015 Stormtrooper helmet from Star Wars Rebels. The battle packs from 2015 and 2014 I really want. So I just opened one of the bags and the pieces went flying everywhere. So now I'm trying to find if I lost any other ones. And if I do, I'm probably just... And if I find some that I can't find, I'm going to have to probably take some for my real Lego. Okay, so now with these droids, I'm going to build them just like the instructions say. Okay, so, let's see. And then apparently they're supposed to look like this. That's not what I got. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to keep my droid like this. So now I'm going to start building and I'll do a time lapse. Okay, so now comes the review. I think we're just gonna look through kind of just compare it to Lego versus just reviewing it because it's fake Lego, so we need to you know, do it. So looking at the clone, as it says on the box, they call it the Clone Trooper Lieutenant, which I'm pretty sure Lego calls it that too. The gun, I'm actually very disappointed with for fake Lego because I've seen different fake Lego guns. I feel like it just has, you know, it's more sharp or like rigid, which you may not be able to tell on camera. To compare the actual trooper, I've actually just pulled up a normal, this was from the 2018 battle pack. So I just pulled this one up. And we're just going to be comparing this because I have a real Lego Clone Lieutenant. We're going to look at more of the details versus the, you know, colorations. The legs are very different. I think the fake one on the left here, it just has like darker for the gray parts here. Just, I think that, you know, it's same as the legs, just darker gray parts. I'm gonna take a look at the helmet now. We can see there are lots of like uneven printings on here, and I'm pretty sure that's just this. Lego, I'm pretty sure it doesn't do misprints. I bet you every single one of these are misprinted just like these. But Lego doesn't have every single one of their figures being misprinted. But overall, it's for a copy, it's average. But and then we're going to take a look at the head. The helmet, it's a little bit harder to take off. At the same time, it depends on the helmet and the head for like even real Lego. The helmet's just a little bit harder to take off than with the real Lego. And then if we take a look at the heads, for the most part, they're the same, just darker, sharper lines for the fake one. And I feel like the skin color might be a little bit different. And I think the whole print is upwards a little bit. So that is the clone, comparison and review. So the next minifigure I'm going to be reviewing is the Super Battle Droid. That's the real name for it. So here it is. I built it exactly how the instructions told me to. The arms were up in the instructions, trust me. And then we have one of the real Lego ones. I think the arms are a little bit different just because these ones, I feel like they might be at a different, maybe like an angle or something. I don't know. So I think we should just dissect this piece by piece. So first piece we're going to be looking at is the legs. The real one is always going to be on the right, the real Lego. So let's take the legs off. And we do see a slight color difference. It's very, very small. And yes, it's not just the lighting that makes this different. So this one's a little bit darker on the left, but the print and the mold itself doesn't look like it changes at all. Although it does look like there's a couple wrinkles on the fake Lego then versus the real Lego here. So there might be a little bit of different prints. But besides that, not too much for the legs. For these fake Lego legs, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10 just because the color and there's a little slight mold difference. So next up we have the body. So again, the color difference I think is just a little bit different. And I feel like this one is a little bit smoother versus this one. It looks like it has is made up of a bunch of little tiny dots. If you really look at it up closely, you will understand what I mean. This one has a more shiny look, while this one has a more, bumpy look. So I think we'll start at the top. I don't see much of a difference there besides the, the pattern or whatever, the texture and the color. But moving down, we do see, I think, a little bit of a slight, I think this one's a little bit thicker on this middle part right here, this bumpy part, versus here it's a little bit skinnier. So that, I think, is a different mold kind of thing. And then on the side, we do just, they look very, very similar. I can't really catch too many differences besides the one I've already pointed out. The back, same thing. And then just the side, this side. Next up, we're going to be looking at the arms. I'm just going to take one arm because they're the same. These two are the same and these two are the same. So let's take one from each side. And what we have, again, on the right is the Lego. On the left, there is the fake Lego. If we take a look at this, I think that this has a smaller little blaster, and I think it's just a shorter arm in general. So I don't know, I think it's around here. This just looks like it just gets super skinny versus this one doesn't get as skinny. Besides that, I think it's actually there's not too many differences. Again, this one is a little bit skinny right here versus this one is a little bit fatter. You can look to see the difference right now. Besides that, again, just the bumpier look on the real Lego. the smoother look on the fake Lego. Now, we can just, this is going to go to the side. And then we are going to have that be pulled over right here. Okay, so now we're going to be taking a little review of this one, and I'm just going to be looking at how it works, if it works well, differences from real Lego pieces wise. So let's hop right into it. So immediately we can kind of see that the texture is actually a little bit different. I don't know if you can tell that. I don't know if you can tell on camera. It's kind of like a paler kind of look, but I feel like it's, again, less sharp. Kind of looks blurry, if I can say, I don't know, a word to describe it. It kind of looks blurry. Lego kind of looks not blurry, but I think they just have sharp edges. This is true throughout the entire build. Like this, you can just tell this is fake Lego, even if it doesn't say Lego. As well as this is just like color, you know, the shape. For every single one of these pieces, it looks too, you know, I can't really think of too many words to describe it. I've already thrown out all the ones that I can, but now we're going to look at the differences from Lego play feature-wise. So if we actually look at the spring-loaded shooters, if I can just pull one of these babies off, we can see that these spring-loaded shooters won't actually go into the spring holders. So I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's the spring, because if I grab a real Lego spring shooter, so I've grabbed a real Flickfire missile, and if I put it in here, it'll actually work. And yes, we're going to be comparing the two little spring shooters. So if we fix the problem of the spring shooters, these spring shooters will work. Probably a little bit less as good as Lego, but you know, as you would expect. So if we look at the springs, again, Lego's on the right, fake Lego's on the left. We can see a color difference by a lot. This one's more of a kind of pink, if you know what I mean, while this one's more of a like cherry red, if you can see that on camera. And as you can see, I'm pretty sure the difference is kind of the mold, obviously. So I'm pretty sure it happens somewhere around here, the mistake. Because obviously these parts don't matter, they're just normal lightsaber kind of parts. But just the shaping near this area is a little bit different. Besides the color and that, there are a few more air bubbles in the fake Lego. As you can see, the two on top is fake Lego, the one on the bottom is real Lego. If I grab another real Lego spring shooter, you can see there's like almost 0 bubbles. So there's just more bubbles in the fake Lego, which are these two here. So I'm going to put them back in, and they don't actually really go in, they just stick out a little bit because I literally can't, I got this one, I guess. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it won't flick out. It literally won't. You can push it out, which you can't do with real Lego. So I guess the spring is broken now. But I really don't mind. I might be burning this soon. But, I'm going to put this back on. Not very an original idea. Actually, okay. Put down in the comments whether I should do more fake Lego. Should I buy the real Lego version of this to review against this? And what I should do with this fake Lego sets. I would prefer original ideas. Guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, then click right there, or you can click right there. And if you really enjoyed, then just click down there. What? I'm good.